What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today for this video, it's gonna be something quick. We're gonna go over all the cars and post an update on each one. I know somebody asked about the CRX, so we're gonna go over the CRX, we're gonna go over the supercharged RSX, and then we're going to go over the OG daily RSX. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you there. All right, guys, so here is the deal with the two RSXs. This one, transmission is broke. I broke fourth gear doing a highway pull. Very unfortunate. Now, I can't get in the car. I don't have my keys right now to show you. So, you know, I guess we'll just leave it at that. But I have some other issues with this too. I think throttle position sensor for some reason isn't sensing right. So whenever I'm, just cruising, just going for a joyride, whatever, it like doesn't really want to pick up the position sensor, or for some reason, I don't know. It cuts in and out. Sometimes I think it might be something else, like fuel cut. It acts like it's fuel cut, but it's not. So that's the deal with that. And then the whole setup eventually is going to get revamped. I'm going to redo the intercooler, change some things around, different manifold, obviously bigger supercharger because I've been meaning to. It's just all a matter of fixing the trans, having the time, having the money, so on and so forth. You guys know the deal. Now, this one, OG RSX. I found out what the issue was, the crazy clunk in the front end. It was have wheel spacers. They're 25 mil, I believe. This one was actually loose, which these have been on the car forever. I put them on, I had another set, took them off. This is a newer set. A little bit more millimeter spacer, a little bit more millimeters. This is a 25. I think the other ones I had on were 20s, just to get a little bit more of aggressive stance, just to fill the wheel wells and everything. This one was loose, and I believe it is because of the BBSs. I really don't like these wheels. They initially weren't meant, I don't want to say they weren't meant for this car, but the spec wasn't proper to this car. The offset's a little off, everything's a little weird. So yeah, trying to get rid of those. I have one over here, the rest of them over there. They're dirty, they need cleaned, whatever, so on and so forth. But that's kind of where I'm at with this one. Waiting on a gasket for the exhaust manifold, so that's coming. I think it's going to be here tomorrow, and whenever I get time, I'm going to put it on. Sometimes I don't put silly stuff on like that on cam. It's a pretty simple job, and it's literally all about taking the cat down just enough to where I can slip the gasket in and then put it in and everything like that and tighten it up, So super simple stuff I really don't get on cam and talk about. But as far as this, when I do rebuild the trans, that's coming out. That's going to be a video. That's going to be a full rebuild. We're going to see what really broke, how bad it is, and replace all the stuff from there. Here it is. I mean, they kind of pushed it over here more, and it's pretty low. I'm hoping some stuff didn't get too damaged when they moved it over here, but they did let me know when they moved it over here. It's just so low, and it's sitting kind of so weird that stuff is dragging and getting caught up on the bottom. But let me see here. Yeah, this is pretty much where I left off at. Have the K in, have the mounts in, don't have anything welded in yet. It needs a little bit of work. It doesn't need entirely too much, honestly. I mean, all I gotta do is run some fuel lines, get the trans bolted all the rest of the way up, get everything kind of just tightened up, the mounts in, the arms in and everything. Just kind of get everything the final rest of the way in. I'm contemplating whether or not I should just get rid of this car because I really don't mess with it at all. I mean, I've had it since 2017. This was my first car, and it's kind of just been here really. But I mean, this is kind of how it is. It really is rough. So I'm kind of like, should I even mess with the car? Should I even do anything with it? Should I scrap it? I mean, I still have downpipes and everything, but gauges. It is a work in progress. This car would need to be fully stripped, everything come out, and really be worked on as it should be. And there was a snake in here too. I'm not sure if it's still in here. because when I had one of my wheels for the RSX in here, and I pulled some of the mats away, and I saw a snakeskin. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to touch this car, and I don't want to mess with it. But then it's like, I really can't because I don't have the space. And the RSXs are in my storage unit. Yes, I have a storage unit for both those cars. I can't really work on them, and I'm trying not to work on them in there because I don't want to damage anything or any of the property. So it's kind of like what to do with it. It's gonna need paint, obviously, needs fenders. I was gonna do full carbon fenders. They don't make carbon doors for these, obviously, so it's gonna be carbon hatch, carbon fenders, carbon hood, and all the rest of the other carbon stuff that I can get. And then all-wheel drive, K-turbo, obviously, as you saw, K20 turbo. I have another block. I have an A2 head and bottom end, which was gonna get built and go into this car. So I don't know, guys. You let me know. Throw in the comments below what I should do with this. Should I keep it? Should I scrap it? Should it be the sleeper RSX, or sorry, sleeper CRX, and just kind of beat everything, you know, do highway? I don't want to do too much on the highway because I don't really care to street race or anything like that. I think it's kind of boring. But what do you guys think? Street sleeper broken down CRX is what my one friend called it. We'd always make fun of it and say it was the broken down CRX because it never ran. I mean, I don't want to say it never ran. It ran at one point, but it was just never nice, I guess, if you will. It was always that thing that I kind of drove when I absolutely had no other choice. And it was my high school car, and I would just drive it to and from wherever I needed to. And then afterwards, it would be kind of like, just kind of leave it sit. But that's kind of the whole thing with that car. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with the CRX right now. I mean, part of me is like, you know, get rid of it. Part of me doesn't really want to, but then again, it's been sitting for a while. As you see, there's a little more damage on it, which I don't really care too much. That car definitely, it just needs a lot of time. So if I ever get around to having the space to work on it, then by all means I'll do it. But I'm kind of on the brink of selling it. I know, to the one viewer that was asking about that, that's kind of where I'm at with the car. It's really easy for me to get to that point. It was super easy. I got the cables and everything, the shifter box, I still need a 5-pedal assembly from a manual 99 or 91, sorry, that I don't have yet, just have yet to buy it. But that's kind of where I'm at with that car. So if you're wanting more on it, it might not be anytime soon. That's why you guys really don't see too much on it. So it's my main thing as of right now are the 2 RSXs. But yeah, so that's where that's at. And then 2, I have a book of wrap. So a bunch of different colors too, which I plan on wrapping one of the Daily OG RSX, the silver one. I plan on wrapping that in another color. I have some colors here. I have like 200 or so colors. There's a ton of them. But so we wrapped the red one, obviously in another shade of red because I like red. It's my favorite color. But I'm not sure. There's a ton of colors here. I don't know what color I want to wrap it. There's all these colors. Don't mind that. Yes, I'm that guy that'll buy cheap wrap because I'm not paying somebody to do it, but I do a pretty good... the red car is wrapped pretty good, and I actually use quality wrap for that. But it's to the point where it's like, I want to do it just for my cars, and I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for wrap because I'm gonna constantly keep changing them. Everyone's like, oh, that'd be so expensive, why don't you just leave it on? Well, I mean, if you can change your wrap at any point in time, why not? But thinking about doing the OG one, some shade of green. Some of these are color change, so if you look, I'll try to get some light and you can see some of these are color change. Like this one's a color change. If you look at it in the light, it's gray and purple. So that one's color change. I have a couple other nice ones that are color changing here too. Like this one's a color change one also. Let me find it. Pretty much all these are. So this one, that one's gold and blue. So and that one's like green and gray. But you guys get the idea. That's kind of where I'm at. So eventually at some point in time, I'm gonna try to find a shop to maybe build or whatever the case may be. But as of right now, I'm just kind of saving and everything and trying to worry about some other personal and like life stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm at. If you guys do want to see any other updates or anything, or just want any, you know, more information on any of the builds, with the, you know, the exception of that one, because that one's probably not going to be doing anything for quite some time. If you guys want any other information on any of this stuff, just go ahead, leave a comment. I usually reply pretty quick to my comments on YouTube. I have my notifications on, so if you have anything at me, leave a comment, leave a like, anything to really get my attention, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. So that's kind of the wrapping up of all of this. Like I said, have any more questions, concerns, comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Leave a like, leave anything, smash the like button, subscribe if you want, if you kind of want to keep up on this stuff. It's taken me a little while to get back up to speed on all my projects. I know a lot of stuff I've done off camera, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So thanks for tuning into this video, guys. Sorry for the kind of choppiness of this video and the, you know, unorganization of it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be sure to post another vehicle when something major happens. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.